Hi, this is Dr. Salt with Just Be Well.
And Elizabeth.
Also with Just Be Well, and we are here in beautiful Lake Tahoe. How did that happen?
How did we get here?
Yeah. What's going on?
Living with intention.
So we're here for a meditation retreat, and it'll be on the other end of the lake. We're in South Lake right now. In fact, we're just over Cascade Lake, for those of you who know Tahoe at all, and hiked up to Cascade Falls, and we're just hanging out. And you know, we were thinking about living with intention, and one of the things that we came across the other morning when we were talking was the snooze button. And the question becomes, I hope that wind isn't too noisy. We didn't bring much equipment with us. We're kind of just off the cuff here, but we, you know, to what degree does, I'm staring at some people who are lost. They can't find the trail. Anyway, sorry. To what degree does the snooze button serve us? You know, we were talking about waking up with intention. So what do you like to do? What's your morning routine?
I prefer to set my alarm about 30 to 45 minutes before I know I have to be up. So when I'm thinking about, you know, typically when we set our alarm clock before we go to bed, we think about, okay, what time do I need to get up so I can do all the things I need to do at a fast pace to get out the door on time? And I look at it more as, how early do I need to get up so I can spend some quality time with myself, my cup of coffee, my journal, and some things that I'm working on my own self-development. When I take those extra moments in the morning, it just changes the outlook of my whole day.
Changes the whole tenor of the day. And so what happens when you hit the snooze button?
When I hit the snooze button 3 or 4 times, I wake up late, and then instead of being the peaceful mother who's had the time to kind of charge herself and get herself motivated for the day, I'm the mom who is yelling at the kids to get up. It's already 7:30, we're running late. Get in the car right now. And then I kind of toss the healthy breakfast bars at them and chop chop, here we go.
And chopped up. So you go from the serene to the psycho parent. Yeah, that's the way it happens in our household too. And you know, it becomes an issue of intention. I was listening to a guy give his talk on YouTube the other day, and he was talking about his grandmother and how his grandmother told him that, get out of bed. You knew you had to get out of bed when you went to bed last night. You had no excuse for not getting out of bed. And it's true, but you know, we seem surprised when morning comes, you know, and we want to hit the snooze button. And it becomes a question of those few minutes in the morning, they just set the tone for the day. And how do you arrange your morning that way? You know, people say, oh my gosh, I can't get up. Well, to what degree can you not get up because you did something kind of frivolous the night before? You watched, you know, the 11 o'clock news, which only made you anxious and wouldn't let you fall asleep, or you watched, you know, the Late Late Show, or you know, you just didn't do something that was as constructive as maybe those few minutes in the morning. Or maybe you'd rather turn your day upside down and you'd rather take those few moments in the evening before you go to bed. However you want to arrange it, it doesn't matter. But, you know, or both. Yeah, both is best. Split it, a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the evening. You know, going to bed with a serene mind is going to help you sleep better. You know, having screen time until the last possible second, then turning it off, and you know, having your mind worrying from all the text messages and video games and whatever craziness. It's just you know, it changes your day. And by really thinking with intention and thinking, you know, how can I make my day start better? You know, it feels like a big deal, but the truth is, you don't get a 30 minutes of sleep all the time because you stayed up too late or this or that or the other thing. And doing it intentionally with a real reason behind it, that's powerful. And so don't let the snooze button rob you of that. Don't let your own issues rob you of that. Be intentional about setting the alarm and getting up when it goes off, and then, what's your ritual? Your ritual involves some vile swill, doesn't it?
Coffee. Typically, unless I'm going on a period where I'm without coffee.
So you make your coffee, you enjoy the process of making the coffee, maybe hold that warm cup in your hands and smell it.
And watch the sun come up.
Watch the sun come up. Maybe do some affirmations, some meditation, maybe write in your journal, maybe do some reading of some kind. Just something that sets the tone for the day.
Because those 10, 20, even 30 minutes of sleep you get after you push the snooze button, I always feel like they're the worst 10 minutes of sleep. Because I wake up more groggier than I did 10 minutes before.
Groggy, behind, in a
Cranky.
hurry, upset because, and then you've got, instead of giving the kids a few minutes to wake up, now they're in a big giant hurry and they have to wake up in a nanosecond and be out the door. And so setting that intention, and today you might not feel like you can set the alarm 30 minutes earlier and wake up and have that kind of an event, but tomorrow you can set in motion, or even today you can set in motion some new ideas that will allow you to set your alarm clock that 30 minutes earlier. So, just think about making your day intentional and waking up just before the kids. And it doesn't work every day. She's got some young kids, and I've heard stories about how sometimes they wake up early and want attention.
Then they ruin my morning. No, I'm just joking.
Well,
they don't ruin it, but they do. It's just
and it
it's
depends.
a different type of interruption.
Sometimes that little one crawling in your lap, I imagine, is the most beautiful thing you could ever imagine.
It's a great start to my day as well.
Yeah, because he's maybe still a little groggy and not a full tilt boogie yet, and it's a beautiful way for him to start his morning quieter.
Yep. And sometimes in the maybe you're just like, I just can't get up 30 minutes earlier. Well, what can you prepare the night before so that you have time within your typical time period to...
Yeah, can you make the lunches the night before?
Yeah, lunches the night before, something quick for breakfast.
Can you get the kids' clothes lined up the night before?
That's a big deal sometimes.
Yeah, especially with the fashionistas that we're raising these days.
Yep.
So think about that morning, think about intentional utilization of some time in the morning just to set the day. And we posted a thing about Jay Shetty, a YouTube personality we really like, and he doesn't touch his cell phone for 2 hours. Well, come on, we're mortal, we don't have that kind of time. But 30 minutes, 20 minutes, even 10 minutes. 10 minutes is enough time to take a few breaths, have some level of appreciation for your life and what's around you, and just enjoy the aroma of your coffee if you're a coffee drinker, or tea or whatever, and just sort of set the tone. And if you can squeeze out 20 or 30 or an hour, wow, that would be awesome. But our days are so full and our lives are so complex that unless we are really serious about making some time, it just isn't going to happen.
No.
All right, so let's think about that, and we'll talk more about this morning ritual as we move forward. All right, from Lake Tahoe, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you a view because it's really spectacular if I don't fall over and kill myself. So it's going to blow out. I'll get out of the view, and oh, there it is. Okay, so there is Lake Tahoe in the background. And can we see Cascade Lake is in the foreground, Lake Tahoe is in the background, and it's unbelievably beautiful. So, have a great day from us. Bye.